Hey guys, Andrew here. And today we're going to be turning this mess into something beautiful. So stay with me. Alright guys, so we're going to turn the 20-gallon long, this is a 20-gallon long fish tank, and we're going to turn it into an island type scape with white sand all around and like a little island in the middle. So first thing I got to do is take everything out and then get the fish out as well so I can go ahead and put the substrate down. Alright, so here's the sand that I got just straight from Petco. And Petco actually has a pretty good deal right now where you get one like 50% off or something like that. So I have two 20-pound bags of this white sand. I think it's gonna look really good when it's in the tank. So I got 40 pounds in total. And hopefully, I think that's gonna be more than enough. I think I have some left over for maybe another project. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started and start taking everything out. All right guys, first step is to take everything out. Now I'm taking out all the plants one by one, but I kind of want to talk to you about the Scape design. Now you saw the sneak peek, it's gonna be an island type scape, but it's gonna be really, really simple. And to make it simple, you just want to have one or two variety of plants, right? If you have too many plants, unless you're really good at aquascaping, it kind of makes it look messy. Again, unless you're really good. But I'm not an expert yet, so my plan is to only use 3 types of plants. I'm going to use Java fern, Java moss, and crypt. And all of that I already have in my tank, which is great. So once we take it out, we'll be able to put it back in. All right, so I got everything out of the tank. Next, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna catch the fish. I'm gonna take them out because there's a lot of dirt. I had soil on the bottom, so soil capped with the gravel here, so it's very murky right now. All right, so I'm actually gonna be catching the fish and putting them in different solo type cups. And the reason why is because some of these fish are gonna go in the big tank, and some of them are going to go in another tank. So this would just make it easy to just separate without having to catch them again. So on to the fun part, catching the fish. All right, so we got all the fish. Gosh, that took me a while. We got the cuy loaches in here. We got the platies in here, and I got the cats back there. Now that the fish are out, I drain the water a little bit and I can start playing around with the hardscape that I want. I'm going for a very simple hardscape. The simpler, the better. And so my hardscape is essentially going to be 2 larger rocks with some wood in the middle. And then I'm going to dress it up with Java moss, Java fern, and crypt. And I'm only going to use those 3 plants just so it's more cohesive and it doesn't look as messy. If you're an expert aquascaper, you can play around with having more variety of plants, but if you're not, you can stick to 1, 2, or 3. Alright, so I have it mostly drained now. Kind of hard to see with the glare. But I'm going to start putting the hardscape in. Gosh, I had to drain this thing a couple times. There's still some sand floating up top. But that's one of the struggles with sand. So we're going to start putting the hardscape in. And and then the greenery, and then we'll fill it back up. Alright guys, you're gonna hate me here, but the angle that I put the camera at made it kind of blurry, unfortunately, so I'm gonna kind of talk through what I'm doing. But essentially it's that simple concept that I was talking about. 2 large rocks with the wood in the middle, and it's kind of pointing up and it's kind of going out of the water a little bit. Now I already had the moss growing on the top of one of those pieces of wood, so it looks really good. But it's really easy to attach moss to wood if that's what you're looking to do. You can just use string or super glue. And then I added Java fern in the back. All right, so this is what we have so far. A little bit off-centered, but what I think I'm going to do is I have some crypt, and I'm going to plant it along this edge here, and we're going to see how that looks. Alright guys, the tank is done. I gotta let it wait a few hours to get really crystal clear. But I went ahead and I put the platies in there and I put the Kui loaches in there. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. So the platies are having a good time. They're really tiny, still babies. The Kui loaches are hiding out. But I'm actually about to go to the store. Let me turn this around here. Here we go. I'm actually about to go to the store and get some rummy nose tetras. I think they will look really good in this tank, schooling around. They're really good schooling fish. Because the platies, once they get a little bit bigger, they're going to be moved to the bigger, the 75 gallon. So I want to stock this one with rummy nose tetras. I think it'll look really great. So off to the store. Here's the tetras here. They only had 4 of them, but these guys school so well. So I'm going to keep going back at the end of the week. I want to get about 10 total, so there'll be a good size school. But take a look at the tank. It's coming out beautifully. I also bought some more of these smaller stones here, just to kind of add around the edges. To have it, just give it a little bit better finished look. And then I bought a background as well for the back. It's a black background, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in. I'm going to let the fish free here in a little bit and add some of those stones along this edge and over there. Alright guys, finished touches are in, background stones, fish are in as well. They're having a good time. If you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe for more. Thank you guys.